What's up, boys and girls? It's Colonel Buckwheat. Today I've got a special commentary. I want to talk about teamwork, tactics, and reaching a personal milestone. The gameplay that you're seeing today is some rush on Wake Island. I'm running with the G53 along with the M9 TAC, some M15 AT mines, and a javelin. Now, I usually have a solid list of players on my friends list that I play with, but in this instance, my buddy Solid Roscoe and I just jumped into a game with some randoms. Now, life might be like a box of chocolates, but usually when you're playing with randoms, you know what you're getting. Usually you have teammates that either have a microphone, but they've got music blaring, or you've got some guy that's across the map with a blowtorch writing dicks on a wall. However, we were fortunate enough in this game to get in with a couple of guys that not only had mics and weren't listening to music, but they were also playing the objective. It's like we won the lottery. I am always looking for new players to team up with. If you guys want to play with me sometime, feel free to send me an invite. My PlayStation Network ID is Buckwheat. If you do send me an invite, be sure to include that you saw me on YouTube. It's unfortunate that the cap for friends on PlayStation Network is 100 players. I've got to be kind of picky and choosy with who I accept as my friends. I'm constantly adding and deleting new friends to my list, but I am more likely to add your request if you mention something like you saw me on my live stream on Twitch or you watch me on YouTube. As the match progresses, you'll see that the team that we were playing were no scrubs either. They did a good job of putting pressure on the MCOMs and forced us to make a lot of good plays. I don't know about you, but I feel like when you're playing another team that's pretty solid, that it brings out the best in you. I know a lot of highlights that I've had in the past have come from playing good competition. I think it's important throughout the match to just kind of evaluate what's going on, where your team's strengths and weaknesses are, and maybe you have to adjust your class to better suit the team. I know that the attackers have a buggy and also the Amtrak on the ground. That's why I started out with some AT mines and also a javelin. But they also have the attack chopper, which can really come into play. If you have a good pilot and gunner in the attack chopper, they can really cause some issues for the defending team. One of my personal goals while playing Battlefield is to try to get 500 kills with every weapon. That's why I'm using the M9 TAC. I've almost got 500 kills with the AT mines, about 300 kills so far with the javelin, but I'm also hoping to get some Stinger and Igla kills. I think that one of the reasons why I've stayed interested in this game so far is because I've set out little challenges for myself to try to accomplish. 500 kills with every primary gun in the game has already been accomplished. I've got about 4 handguns left, and then the oddball stuff like the crossbows, the Stingers, the Iglas, javelins. Now, I know you won't see any Stingers or Iglas on montages, but they are an effective tool to use to take out choppers. The same can be said for AT mines, but they're an easy way to rack up kills and to also stop tanks or Amtraks or whatever it may be from advancing up to your base. If nothing else, it at least slows them down a little bit to where your team can surround them and put some C4 on them, or maybe shoot some RPGs. The last thing that I wanted to go over today, and the main reason why I'm even doing the commentary, is because I just reached a personal milestone. I just reached 1,000 hours of playing time on Battlefield. Now, this wasn't a goal that I had originally set out from day one. I just came across it. You know, it wasn't even something I really thought about until I reached about 600 hours. Now, when you talk about playing a game for 1,000 hours, that's the equivalent of almost 42 days worth of games. I spent $60 on the game when it came out, and an additional $50 to become a premium member. But for all the hours that I've spent on this game, I don't think you can find a better entertainment value. I'm trying to think back to other games that I played a lot of. I think there was maybe one other that I played just as much as I played Battlefield, that being Warhawk. I played that for the most part of 3 years, so I do think that games like this are few and far in between that keep my interest this long, but it's a good thing. Definitely helps my wallet. I recently started playing Battlefield on the PC as well, and although the maps are laid out the same and the guns are the same and everything, it's kind of a different beast. I'm trying to learn basically the game all over again, which is keeping it interesting as well. I think the sense of community that I've got through playing Battlefield is great. Also, the people that I've interacted with through my live stream and also on YouTube is a big part of the reason why I continue to play this game and have fun with it. I want to ask you guys if there's been any games that have kind of been like this that you played for hours upon hours and just never really got tired of. I think it's pretty interesting that some games you might only play a few times, even though they're great, but the replay value just doesn't seem to be there. And then there's other games it just seems like you can keep playing forever. It took me about 1.5 years to get to 1,000 hours. I can't say no that I'll never get to 2,000 hours, but I don't know that that's a possibility, especially with Battlefield 4 coming out this year. I feel like 1,000 hours is just an amazing total. Like, it's so much, it's hard to believe. But I see other people that have played for 3 times as long, that have logged over 3,000 hours online, and I can't believe it. I mean, I work at least 40 hours a week, but I can't believe that that would even be possible if I didn't have a job. As the commentary comes to an end, the enemy team's trying to make one final push for this second MCOM. Let me know how many hours you guys have logged on Battlefield. That'd be interesting to get some totals. Also, let me know if there's been any games in the past that you played for hours upon hours. As always, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the like button. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.